Welcome to the quick reference video on how to submit an exemption application in the Queensland Waste Data System, or QWDS for short. Upon completion of this module, you will be able to submit your exemption application. If you're new to exemption application submissions and exemption approvals, we recommend using the Submitting and Managing Exemption Applications and Approved Exemptions user guide, which contains more detailed steps. This user guide can be found on the department's website by searching for QWDS training materials. Now, let's begin on the QWDS home page. Under the Actions section on the left side of your screen, select Apply for a new approval to display the QWDS application screen. The Getting Started screen automatically displays your role, either a waste operator or exemption applicant. Click the Select Application Type drop-down menu and choose the type of application you wish to submit. For this example, we will choose Contaminated Earth. Once selected, new information displays on the screen relating to your selection, including the application description and fee. You have the option to cancel your application if you do not wish to progress. However, in this case we will click Next. In the Site Details screen, your application reference number is created. Click the Select Site Detail drop-down menu to select the waste disposal sites related to your application. You can choose one or more sites by clicking each option and, once you've completed your selection, click outside the drop-down menu to see the list of sites under selected sites. Acme Landfill has been chosen in this example. You also have the option to save and close if you wish to return and complete this application later, or withdraw application to remove your application completely. However, we will click Next to continue. In the Contact Details screen, select who will be contacted about this application using the drop-down menu. You can only choose one option, which will display once selected, and we've selected Joe Citizen in this example. If a name is not showing in the list, you have the option to click the Here link, which will take you to the Contacts page where you can add new contact details to display in the drop-down menu. Please click Next. The Application Details screen contains questions required for your application, which will change depending on your application type. Under Section 1, Project Description, add a brief description of your waste project. In this example, we're transferring contaminated earth from Acme construction site to Acme landfill. Under Section 2, Eligibility Criteria, respond to each question to learn whether your application will be eligible for consideration. Some responses will also prompt you to enter or attach additional information, and you're required to add the site details for where the waste is coming from. In this example, we'll add in that the contaminated earth is coming from 1 Fake Street, Suburbia for the street address, and the real property description as Lot 1 on Plan 12345 and the contaminated land register identifier of 1234567. Also, we will add in that we are describing earth that has been contaminated by underground fuel tanks and dry cleaning chemicals and providing justification about why it should go to landfill. Under Section 3, you are required to select from a list of options that indicate the specific circumstances that apply to your project. One or multiple options can be selected, and further questions may display based on your responses. For a contaminated earth application, the specific circumstances relate to Section 10 of the Waste Reduction and Recycling Regulation 2023. For this example, we will check the historical contamination box, which asks us to respond to question 3.1. Was the earth contaminated before the 1st of January, 1992? Then we'll select Yes and provide details in the description field. We will also need to select Not Applicable for non-relevant sections 3.2 to 3.4. Section 4 asks you to enter the exemption period sought for the exemption application and can be typed in using the day, month, year format or selected from the calendar pop-up. We'll enter an exemption period between the 1st of September 2025 to the 30th of September 2025 in this example and add in the justification for this period. In Section 5, enter the quantity of exempt waste in tons and, note that contingencies will not be considered when calculating tons requested to be exempt waste. For this example, we've entered 100 tons and stated that a qualified surveyor provided these calculations and are supported in the attached documentation. Click Next to save your application details and move to the next screen. The next screen is a dedicated document screen to upload all supporting documents for your exemption application, including documents you've indicated will be provided using checkboxes in the application details screen. Please note, it is the applicant's responsibility to ensure they upload all documents they've indicated they will provide. Any document not provided may result in a request for this document and potentially cause delays. To attach files, simply click the Upload button to browse files on your computer. Once located, double-click the file and give it a name in the document name field. In this example, we've added the Soil Analysis Laboratory report that was checked in the application details screen. You're able to upload up 13 documents up to 50 megabytes each in size. Once you've uploaded all your files, click Next. The review screen provides you with the opportunity to check your exemption application on one page before submitting. Error messages are also displayed at the top of the screen to indicate any sections where you've missed any mandatory questions or not provided complete or accurate responses. Below the error messages, screen links are provided to direct you to each screen that contains errors. In this example, there are no error messages. We'll now scroll through and review the information added in the previous screens. Once you're happy with the information you have provided in the review screen, click Next. In the declaration screen, check the Tick to Accept box to declare the information you have provided is true and correct and understand that it is an offence to knowingly give information that is false, misleading or incomplete. Then click Submit. In the Fee Details screen, review the invoice item details including the total amount payable, and if you're happy, click Next. In the Application Fee screen, you have two choices. 1. Enter your MasterCard or Visa details, then click Pay Now. Or 2. Click Pay Later to defer the payment at a later time. If you click Pay Later, a pop-up message displays asking you to confirm whether you're happy for the application to be saved and allow you to make a payment at a later time. Paying later will update your exemption application status to awaiting payment and is yet to be submitted to the department for assessment. Under the Application Invoices link in the Record section, a new invoice record will also display with the status of pending. You can go to your My Incomplete Actions section to continue your application. However, in this case we will provide our credit card details and click Pay Now. The next screen confirms whether your payment has been successful and provides you with an invoice reference. If your payment is unsuccessful, a message displays asking you to submit valid MasterCard or Visa details. In this case, our payment has been successful and we will click Submit. Finally, a message lets you know that your application has been successfully submitted for assessment. Click Finish to return to your applications page. Thanks for watching this quiz training video. In this module you have learnt how you can submit exemption applications. If you're interested in seeing other quiz training materials, please go to the department's website and search for quiz training materials to see more training resources. Bye for now.